So, since the announcement of the fight, you would think that everyone would shut the fuck up and be happy, right? You would think that you wouldn't hear anybody saying any more bullshit, you know, Floyd Mayweather is scared, Manny Pacquiao's taking steroids, gay weather, Pactard, none of that bullshit, right? Because the whole reason why all that shit was happening in the first place is because nobody knew why the fight was never happening. So disgruntled ass fans were just like, oh, fuck gay weather or fuck Pacroid, right? But the fight has been fucking announced. So why are we still hearing excuses? That's all I've been hearing since this fight has been officially announced. And I'm going to give you my top 3 excuses in this video. But y'all remember this type of shit, right? Run, Floyd, run. He was scared of Pacquiao, right? That's why he didn't never take the fight. Or this, right? These two guys, they'll never fight. It says May 10th, 2048. You know what I'm saying? They're going to need some huggies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because these two guys were, scared of each other or whatnot. Or really Mayweather was taking the blunt of all the fucking the criticism, really. So let's just say Mayweather was scared of Pacquiao. That's why these guys are going to fight at like age 80, right? Or this one, since Pacquiao got knocked out by Marquez, Mayweather's going to do the same thing, right? Let me give y'all the top 3 excuses that I've been hearing since this fight went down or has been officially announced. Number 1, Mayweather will win because Pac is on the decline. And of course these are fucking Pacquiao fans mostly that are saying dumb shit like this, right? Or casual fans that don't like Mayweather, the same ones that were basically saying, Mayweather was doing in that first picture that I showed y'all, right? He was running from Pacquiao and he'll never fight him and this fight will never take place, right? Now that the fight has taken place, they got to have an excuse for why Mayweather didn't pretty much give you the idea or support the idea that they had that he was scared of Pacquiao, not he was just running from him and he would run from him all the way into his retirement, right? And their excuse is, oh, well, he's on the decline, that's why he took the fight. But these are the same motherfuckers that were saying, or that are saying, if you try to say, well, Pacquiao hasn't fought anybody recently, they'll be the first to fucking jump to attention and say, hey, Manny Pacquiao beat Timothy Bradley. He was a top 5 pound-for-pound fighter. He's not on the decline. He's actually still the Pacquiao that he used to be. And that win shows you. That is the fucking argument that I get, right? If I say that Manny Pacquiao hasn't fought anybody recently, and I have said it. Fucking Brandon Rios, Chris Algieri. I do give him credit for Tim Bradley, although I believe Tim Bradley lost the fight more than Manny Pacquiao won it. But nevertheless, I still give him credit for that win. But let's face it, he wasn't really fighting anybody. And then if this fight didn't go down, they were talking about matching him with fucking Jesse Vargas. So, I mean, the actions speak for themselves, right? But this is the first thing that these casual fans and these Pacquiao fans are going to say, or have said. Oh, he beat a top 5 fighter. But then these are the same people that are basically saying now that Mayweather has shown that he's not scared of Pacquiao, that Pac's on the decline, right? Number 2, Pacquiao is too old. Mayweather waited on purpose. He's too old. He's too old for Mayweather. First of all, let me tell y'all a true story real quick. I usually get in debates all the fucking time. That's why I actually started making videos, just so motherfuckers can see my debate online, right? One debate that I'll never forget, actually two different people. One debate that I'll never forget in particular is the one with an old friend, right? He basically told me that Miguel Cotto was too old for Floyd Mayweather, and that's how Floyd Mayweather beat him. And I was like, dog, Miguel Cotto's like 4 years younger than this motherfucker. How can a fighter that's older than his opponent, right, his opponent be too old for him? How the fuck is that possible? Right? You actually need to be giving credence to Floyd Mayweather because he's the older fighter and he's been fighting longer, right? In more weight classes than Miguel Cotto has, right? So actually, if you want to say somebody was too old for somebody, it was actually Floyd Mayweather was too old for Miguel Cotto, given his history, right? And his fucking age. The second debate I'll never forget was with this dyke. We were watching the fucking Floyd Mayweather Maidana 2 fight, right? At Hooters. And this bitch said, oh, Floyd Mayweather barely beat an old Miguel Cotto in the rematch. This bitch said in the rematch. Key phrase, right? All I could do was laugh, right? Me and my homeboy just laughing at her right in her fucking face. And basically told her, you're the biggest hater I've ever seen in my life. Also, she also said Floyd Mayweather purposely put his hand in Maidana's mouth so Maidana can bite it. And so he basically staged the whole biting incident, right? Starting with him putting his hand in Maidana's mouth on purpose. She also said that, by the way. One of the biggest fucking haters I've ever seen in my life. Dumb as fuck talking about Mayweather barely won against an old Cotto in the rematch. Anyway, man. But those two debates are equally just as fucking dumb as this excuse. Pacquiao's too old. Because Pacquiao's fucking younger. He's fucking younger. Right? Pacquiao turned pro before Mayweather. But they both have been fighting a long fucking time. Mayweather's been fighting since he was 4 years old. Right? That's when he started boxing. Okay? So he's been fighting his whole life just like Pacquiao's been fighting his whole fucking life. Now I will say this. Pacquiao has gone through many wars. More wars than Mayweather. But that's just the style of the fight that he has. Right? That's just the type of fighter he is. Pacquiao's defense is not that good. Therefore, a lot of his fights have been fucking wars. That's not Mayweather's fault. Bottom line, Manny Pacquiao, if we're talking about too old, Manny Pacquiao is younger than Floyd Mayweather. What you need to say is Manny Pacquiao has more miles on his body than Floyd Mayweather. Say that. That's an acceptable excuse. But at the same time, it's not an excuse. Because both of these guys are old. Floyd Mayweather's 38 years old. He's damn near 40. Right? Manny Pacquiao, I think, is 35. Manny Pacquiao is at that point where he's going to start going downhill, right? Probably after this fight. Mayweather's already going down the fucking hill. He was just that damn good that he still looks like he's better than everybody in his division. That's just how good he was. But he's already been going down the fucking hill. So there's no way in hell Pacquiao's too fucking old. Next, and the best one of all. Mayweather took this fight because he is scared of Amir Khan. Get the fuck out of here, man. How the fuck is Floyd Mayweather scared of a chinny-ass Amir Khan? All Floyd Mayweather has to do against Amir Khan is apply fucking pressure. And we'll start to see how Amir Khan is pushing off like he did against Lamont Peterson. The reason why he lost the fight. Amir Khan cannot fight on his back foot. Yes, he's lightning fast. Yes, he has boxing ability. But we've seen Floyd Mayweather against someone like an Amir Khan. And that was Zab Judah. Granted, my personal opinion, that is the closest that anyone has ever been to beating Floyd Mayweather in the first 4 rounds of that fight. But what did Floyd Mayweather do? He adjusted. He adjusted and he took over. And it was a guy that was outboxing him from the southpaw stance from a distance with speed and power. Now, I think I can speak for everyone, all realistic fans, right? That Amir Khan's power is not going to hurt Floyd Mayweather, right? I can speak for everyone when I say when Zab Judah was fighting Floyd Mayweather, that Zab Judah had more power than Amir Khan. I'm not expecting anyone to fucking debate me on that. If you want to, be my fucking guest, man. But I'm pretty sure Zab Judah's power was more than Amir Khan's when Mayweather fought him, right? And Mayweather He got clipped. He got knocked down. They didn't count it a knockdown, but it was a knockdown, right? Got up, continued the fight, took his power, and dominated. Same thing with Shane Mosley. Now, Shane Mosley and Amir Khan have two different styles, but we're talking about power, right? He took Shane Mosley's best shot, buckled, then dominated for 10 rounds after that. Amir Khan would need to hurt Floyd Mayweather. See, a lot of people are like, oh, he's never seen nobody with that kind of speed and, with that kind of footwork. Bro, Amir Khan's footwork is decent. And it's only decent because he cannot fight on his back foot. He can circle around the ring. He can use the ring, definitely. But as soon as Floyd applies pressure like he did against the bigger Canelo, the fight's over, bruh. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Anyway, but those are my top 3 excuses. What do y'all think? Do y'all think Mayweather's really scared of Amir Khan? Do y'all think Manny Pacquiao, who's younger than Floyd Mayweather, is too old for Floyd Mayweather? That's why he took the fight. Do y'all think Mayweather only will win this fight because Pacquiao's on the decline, even though he's on a 3-fight win streak? One of those fights against a top 5 pound-for-pound opponent, right? I want to talk about some possible matchups. After this fight is done, right, a lot of people are talking about, the winner of this fight fighting the winner of Thurman Guerrero, the winner of Garcia, Lamont Peterson, Danny Garcia, Lamont Peterson. What I personally believe, and I'll do a prediction video later, but I'll tell you who I think is going to win this fight. And I've said it before in an earlier video. I think Floyd Mayweather is going to win this fight. He's going to cruise to a victory. Easy, unanimous decision victory. And in previous videos, I've said that I don't believe, I was never a supporter of this fight as far as the excitement level. I was never heavily excited for this fight at any point in any of these two guys' careers. Because I knew stylistically Floyd Mayweather would be the dominant fighter. Alright? We already seen Manny Pacquiao fight Juan Manuel Marquez, a guy that has the same base style as Floyd Mayweather, which is the counterpuncher, right? He has the same base style, but he's like light years away from the type of defense that Floyd Mayweather has, right? He's a couple eons away from the kind of footwork Floyd Mayweather has, right? He's a couple fucking light years away from the mentality that Floyd Mayweather has, right? Put all that shit together, combine it with the two base styles, and Floyd Mayweather is much more the superior fighter at the counterpunching style, right? And we've already seen those two fight. That even puts the icing on the cake. Floyd Mayweather already beat Juan Manuel Marquez. And Manny Pacquiao struggled against Marquez in 4 fights. That tells you enough right there, man. It tells you enough. Yes, styles make fights. Marquez and Mayweather are 2 different people, right? So the mindsets can be totally different entering the fight against Manny Pacquiao. Plus, Juan Manuel Marquez had 4 chances to pretty much look over what he needed to do, any mistakes he needed to fix in previous fights, right? So all of those do come into play, but you got to remember, Floyd Mayweather is a master chess player. He doesn't need a second chance. All he needs is 12 rounds, right? What I think Mayweather should do, what I think he should do after beating Manny Pacquiao, I think he should fight Kell Brook. And hopefully Amir Khan keeps ducking Kell Brook. I want to see that fight really bad, but I'm more intrigued at seeing Floyd Mayweather fight Kell Brook for his last fight. Because if he beats Kell Brook after beating Manny Pacquiao and picking up the WBO title, he will be the first welterweight in history to hold all 4 major sanctioning bodies. He'll be the first, right? The first welterweight. The last welterweight to hold 3 of the major sanctioning bodies at the same time was Zab Judah in 2005-2006. He had the WBA, WBC, and IBF titles, right? The last person to hold all 4 in any division was Jermaine Taylor back in the same year, 05-06, at middleweight. That's when he beat Bernard Hopkins, right? And he had all four major sanctioning bodies. He's the last person to do this. Before him, I believe there's only one other person that did it, and it was Bernard Hopkins. Ironically, right? So if Floyd does this, he'll become the third person in history to hold all four major sanctioning bodies in the sport of boxing. And he'll be the first welterweight to do it. And it'll be the fucking best retirement that we've seen in boxing. That's what I want him to do. That's what I hope happens. What do y'all think? Do you think Manny Pacquiao has a chance to beat Floyd Mayweather? Would you like to see Floyd Mayweather retire with all four sanctioning bodies under his belt? Let me know what y'all think. Do what you do in the comments section, but be real. This is real talk for real fans. One.